Hi everyone,
Hi.
you've got Nat and me for a quick Whip Warriors admin chat. Surprise!
Right. It's the 1st of June where we are, so it's a great opportunity to do a bit of a halfway through the year check-in, see how everyone's going, and we can give you a little bit of a heads up of some of the Whip Warriors in particular, as well as a few other bits and pieces that we've got coming up
Yeah,
that
because we're
might be.
combining. Well,
Mm,
and we're also going to combine this bit of this is morphing into the June challenge chat. So,
yep,
um, thanks for joining me for that, Nat.
no problem.
All right, let's start with Whip Warriors. Is
All
June a
right.
nice quiet month?
Oh, golly, no.
It's never going to be quiet with two admin birthdays in it, is it?
I know. Admin birthdays. I wonder
Hmm.
what sort of mischief we could make with that.
I'm sure we'll come up with some mischief. Keep your eyes out, people.
Keep your eyes out. Speaking of other mischief, it is time for the June check-in. At the end of the month, in order to stay in Whip Warriors, you need to have earned 18 threads at a minimum, or to nominate yourself for an album check. And we will check for progress since the end of March check-in.
So
So we will put a reminder in the group that is on the way. But yes, this is happening.
it is, guys, and that's the thing we're about. We're not a group for loafers. We're a group to actively encourage you to work on your whips.
Mhm.
And you can always drop out and try again next year if it's not working for you. You can
Yep.
also communicate with the admins because we are actually nice people and understand that life happens. If you
Yep.
communicate, then there are different things available. But 18 threads is not that hard. That's only
No.
3 threads a month.
Mhm.
Um, so, that's pretty easy to get. And if you participated successfully in Mania, Natalie was giving away those bonus 10 threads. Did we
That's
have
right.
lots of people try for those 10 threads, Natalie?
We did have lots of people try for it, and most people got it as well.
Yay,
Really
awesome.
good. So yeah, well done to everybody who joined in. Of course, we've got categories as well. There's a potential, I think, 11 threads up for there, but though they won't be available until now after the check-in date.
Yes.
So it's if you are short of threads, we'll put a link to where you can check that. And if you're less than 18, there are still events that are happening that will be graded before the end of June so that you can bump up your numbers.
Yep.
And if you can't get there, now is the time to update your album.
Yep.
We need to see progress from end of March
Much. Yeah.
to the end of June
And
on your whips.
and remember, guys, that's just for people who want to have their album as their method of checking. It's not for everybody.
No,
And please, please, please do not ask for an album check if you don't need one.
you
Because
won't get one.
we are very busy and we really just want to check the people who have chosen that's their way of checking. Okay, so what ways can people earn threads during the month of June?
Okay, well, I've just mentioned categories.
You will
Categories
come
have
back to that. We'll
started.
come back to that at the end. Yep.
We'll come back to that. Next week we have Beat the Modmin and Focus event. Um, two super easy and super fun events. Um, for Focus event, you need to choose your whip that you're going to focus on for the weekend, stitch on it, post at the end, post however many stitches you've done, and there's a thread. Easy.
Yeah.
Beat the Modmin, it's a little bit more competitive. You do need to count. You
Yes.
must count for that one. And there are different levels of reward for that, especially if you successfully manage to beat your Modmin. We have Strident Sal
Yes.
coming along. Again, a lovely, easy one to be able to succeed in. Have a stitch on your sal in the nominated time, post a finish.
And
threads.
and it's any type of sale, people.
Yep.
It's a friend sale. It's a real sale. It's a sale that was done 10 years ago. Just explain how it's a sale and you'll get a
Yep.
thread.
Oh, and Sal, stitch along just in
Oh,
case.
yes, just in case anyone doesn't know. Yep, what
Yeah.
else?
And then we have Riff Off. It's a harder event, but the rewards are it's risk reward. You
Mm.
work hard, you get better, you get more threads. It is kind of like a dominoes linking sort of event. You start off with a code word, you find something in your project that links to the code word, explain what that link is, stitch the minimum number of stitches, and then you create your next link from that first whip to the second whip. Explain that link, stitch, and you just keep on cycling through your projects. All of the information for that will be in the event.
Awesome. So there's lots of opportunities so people can, that's why we're doing this now to show you that you can
Mm,
still earn lots of threads. Now, the other way that lots of people, and there's still over 200 people earning lots of threads this way, is through the road trip.
that's right.
We are in leg 3 of the road trip.
Woohoo.
And with the road trip, we are currently working our way back up through New South Wales, heading up to the end of leg 3, which is in Dubbo in New South Wales, which is really cool. We're going to end up visiting the zoo, which will be lots of fun. It's got a fantastic zoo there. So people are traveling along their different ways. There is a very heavy-handed speed camera cop lurking around the route, and he's been pulling lots of people over for speeding and applying the real New South Wales fines times 100, because dollars into stitches means you end up doing thousands of stitches. So just be careful you're not speeding, people.
Yep,
Um,
don't go too fast.
yeah, and look, there's a couple of little people still just going, still ending up leg 2. That's fine. Just check in at the end of leg 2. We'll get to it when we get to it, but keep on moving. Like, presume everything's fine till you're told otherwise. And
If you need
yeah,
help, there's an angel help post.
well, I think it's just closed for leg 2, but
It
yes,
has closed now.
but
Okay.
it will pop up again for different times. That was really successful, and thank you so much to everyone who helped out people who needed help. I know it was really well received both ways, so it will reappear. Don't stress. We want you to succeed. We want you to work on your whips, and we want you to have fun. There is a Facebook glitch happening to some people at the moment. I've put instructions if that affects you, what you can do, and we will work with you to keep you moving.
That's right.
Okay, so let's move on to before we do that, because of Mania, it's I'm giving away a special part to the Notions box. Yeah, so I'm going to quickly share with you guys. It's a pattern, but that's all right. It's available anyway. And if you participated successfully in Mania, you're going to get to add the glasses. So you'll have that whole bottom left part of your box full, which is pretty cool. And that will leave a little bit of room here for some more needle minders and down the track. So that's where I'm up to. I will be releasing that once I finish these videos. And if you've successfully, how will they know they're successful, Nat?
Okay, so if you got a heart emoji, you were successful.
There you go. So if Natalie gave you a heart emoji on your Mania post, then you were successful and you can now stitch the glasses, which will be in the files. The other thing is that we are now continuing with our bobbins, and this was how this whole design started, these bobbins on the right. January, February, March, April, May. So May is purple. So you'll be able to colour in your purple bobble here. So that's where you're at. Just so that I thought it might be good to show people on the video how their reward can work. There are a few people who are really enjoying stitching it, so that's really exciting.
That's right.
All right, now I think we can ready to move on to categories.
Categories. The letter is, drum roll, P.
P for perfect. And can I say that Sandra, our facilitator for categories, is the
Yes.
princess of perfection. She is very, very creative, and I can't think of other P words for it, but she's fantastic
Yeah.
at the way she introduces the letter is just brilliant. You've got to read her post, guys.
Yes.
It's fantastic. All
Love it.
right,
Love it. Love
Miss
it.
Natalie, what's
Yes.
the first category?
I need to go and find
Oh,
it.
well, I can tell you that. It is
Thank you.
animal or plant.
Oh, yes. There we go.
Animal or plant. Now, I have made no preparations at all for this video.
None
And because
whatsoever.
and because I worked on every single whip in Mania, everything is available in my list. So
Ooh.
um, yeah. So an animal or a plant? Well, obviously, I could easily do an animal and do a panda
Oh, yes.
if I wanted, but I'm not planning on working on this. But I'm just giving some ideas. There's also porpoises,
Penguins.
puppy dog.
Ah,
So
um, pine tree, if you were
a
looking for a
pine
plant.
tree. There you go, guys. So that's some ideas for that. I'm just digging out ones I know are actually being picked on this, like my Whipco has been called. Whipco was number 2 and 25 for anyone who cares, just in the middle of categories.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the next category, you're going to ask me what that is.
Yeah, I am.
That's all right.
Um,
I've had
that's
my
all right.
handy diary here.
Okay, I can do it. I can do it. I've got it.
She's got it. Okay.
Near or in water,
Okay, a pond
or a pool,
or a
or a
pool.
puddle.
I have got a pond there.
Oh, nice.
This waterway depends what it is, depending on what I need it to be. Sometimes it's a river, but today it's a pond.
Very good.
You could also have a penguin,
Yes, true.
a
Or a
piranha,
porpoise.
or a porpoise.
Piranha. So a few animals, so long as you haven't used it.
No, one or the other. You can't double it up. That's
Mm-mm.
right. What's next?
A color. Purple.
Pink. So,
Pastel? Ooh, maybe.
mm,
If
I
it's in.
don't. Well, I think it. Well, okay. I can say on this, Sandra, it takes the colours very seriously, as she should, and
Mm,
you need to make sure you can post the work, like the colour with its name. So if
yes.
you're going to use pastel green or something, you'd need to have the actual chart saying pastel green. Then I think she'd consider it.
Yep. So that's a really good example of how to really make sure that you are successful.
Yes.
Number 4, related to humans and culture. So that can include a profession, jobs, tasks, emotions, activities, body parts, garments, literacy, inventions, civilization, language, and academics. So a professor.
Well, a professor would be a job. First word that came to mind for me was promenade. I've been watching Bridgerton and
Oh, yes.
promenading down the park,
Oh,
like
yes.
this.
Yes,
I
yes.
don't know if I have a piece that would fit with that, but um,
I have a lady that's quite
ah,
possibly promenading, but
picking berries.
yes.
That would work.
That's an activity. Okay. Number 5 is man-made. This is tricky.
A purse.
Oh, I love it.
I
Yes.
don't know. I don't have any pearls.
They're not man-made.
Well, a pearl necklace would be.
A pearl necklace is, pearls on their own are not.
A pie.
Oh, yes. Um, a piano.
Yes. Um, I'm sure there's lots of other things, but there's
There
some
are.
ideas for you.
We are quite, you are seeing
The
train of
brain.
thought happening here, people.
I'm just trying to think of any whips I had that could actually fit in with
Mm,
it. That's where I'm thinking, because that's sort of the point.
yeah.
I might have a pie. I'm not sure. I have to have a look at Maple
Mm,
Lane. I haven't got the whole picture there to see if there's a
mm.
pie in it. It's possibly a pie. Um, anyway,
All
okay.
right. Here's one. This one's tricky. Travel. It can include movement, vehicle, or places. So if you've
So
got a whip that has the word Paris on it, or it's clearly Paris
Mm.
or Portugal?
I had a thought, but I don't think it's right. A plie,
That's not for travel.
no, but it's movement. It could be related to humans.
That would probably be where it
Mm,
is. It's more of an
yeah,
activity. Mhm.
yeah. Um, prancing,
Again, not travel.
prancing, a horse prancing.
Mm, okay, maybe. That's
Well,
a
all right. My horse is pulling my cart.
There you go.
There you go. Better than prancing. I'm pulling. The horse is pulling my cart. I would
Mm,
say that would pass. Again, not 100% sure, but that
mhm,
is a way of traveling. I'm in a horse-drawn cart, and the horse is pulling the cart.
mhm.
Maybe a stretch.
Maybe it's stretch. Give it a
Mm,
go though. You don't
You got
earn
to
points
try.
for not trying.
No, have a go. And remember, all of these categories are start, some progress, and some finish is all you need.
That's all right. Clear progress. That's it. Number 8, favorite things. They can be activities, things, or pets.
Okay, so I could be doing plies. I could really love doing plies. I could
Yeah.
really love prancing.
Uh,
Playing,
Playing.
playing.
If there's someone playing a game,
Yeah,
um, hmm, a pet.
painting. I've got one.
Oh, okay,
I've got
lovely.
one. My greenhouse of oddities has got the lady in the middle painting. Can't
Uh-huh.
find the picture to show you, but greenhouse of oddities, definitely. So there you go. That's going to get a look in because she's definitely painting.
Oh, terrific. But then you can't use it for the next category, which is leisure.
Well, I could find, okay, I can cope because I have got playing as well.
Mhm.
My dragon is playing on his toy trains.
Ah,
This one
yes,
here. So
yes.
yeah, so I could do playing for that one.
Mm.
Um, I still got the same words stuck in my head. I'm prancing, I'm playing. This is what happens when we don't look up words before we come on.
I know.
Um,
Yeah, that's all right. All right, let's move on to the next one. Magical, mystical, or mythical. If you've got a whip with Peter Pan in it,
well, that would work, yes.
a pixie.
Pixie or pixie dust.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah,
Um, okay, there's some
yeah,
ideas.
and moving on, number 11 is the designer. So if you've got a whip with Paul by Paula Vaughan,
Plum Street.
Plum Street, yeah.
Yep, Paula Vaughan, Plum Street. Okay, there's
There's
two good
just
designers.
examples and patent title.
Phew, I don't know if any of my patent titles start with P. I'd have to have a real look.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, it's,
nothing comes to mind in mine. I'm sure I've got something,
oh,
but
well, I've got another designer, Frosted Pumpkin.
frosted pumpkin, there we go. Yep.
There we go. So that is
Pumpkinville.
category.
Welcome to Pumpkinville if
Yeah.
you've got that
So
one
there.
going on as well.
All
So
right.
that is categories and a bit of a hint on what you could use, just ideas. Yeah.
There you go. All right. So for our Whip Warriors friends, you're probably going to want to, may choose to keep watching or you may choose to leave us now. Remember, there is the official chat. If you've got questions, you've got your team chats, and there's also the official road trip chat. If you need help or suggestions for anything, throw them in there and someone will get back to you. All
Yep.
right. So other things that we need to think about for this video. I like to be driven very much by Down Under Divas.
Okay. What are they doing this month?
Well, we are continuing our journey around the solar system,
Mm,
and it's our sixth leg, and we are going to, I'm trying to get back to where the heading is, Jupiter, because it's the sixth planet. So
hmm.
again, you pick your tasks and you stitch either 3,000, 6,000, 9,000, or 10,000 stitches
Yeah.
to get entries. I mean, I don't know if I got my entries this time, but I had fun and my priorities were elsewhere.
Yep.
Okay, so number one, Jupiter's surface appears to be a mix of orange and brown. Stitch 2,000 stitches in orange, brown, or a combination of the colours. Well, I
Mm.
am going to be lucky because remember I try to focus on a few pieces. I think my pumpkin bill is going to have a lot of orange and brown I can do on it.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah.
2,000 stitches is quite a lot, but that's good.
Mm.
Okay, Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar stitching. Stitch 2,000 stitches on your largest whip by stitch count.
Ooh.
What's your largest whip by stitch count? I know the answer to that.
Oh, that would be St. Andrews.
Yes, so you would have to do 2,000 stitches on St Andrews.
I'll tell you
I,
what, do with some love.
yes, well, 2,000 stitches of love would be good for it, and that's what these are
Mm.
for.
Hmm.
I would have to look. I mean, I would love it if it was my fairy tale village, but I have a feeling it may not be.
I think
But
it's
it's
one of their
really
main.
long, but it's
Yeah.
really long. So I'm going to have to look between it and probably my Amazing Animal Kingdom bookshelf, which I'm not going to be stitching on necessarily this month. So I may not do that prompt, and that's okay. But if it is my fairy tale town, I will be doing it.
Yep.
Okay, Jupiter has approximately 80 moons. Stitch 1,000 stitches on a piece with lots of the same things.
Oh, I would probably stitch on Long Dog Saga because it's got lots of arches
Yes, it does have lots of
and
arches.
lots of insects and things like that all through it.
I'm again thinking about my whip go and trying to make those 1,000 stitches double up. Train
Hmm.
of Dreams.
Yep.
There is lots of chocolate chip cookies and there's lots of books.
Oh, yes.
So that's where I'll be going with that one. A year on Jupiter equals 12 years on Earth. Stitch 1,000 stitches on a piece with 12 parts. I've got this.
Oh, yes. And if you're
No.
doing something like 12 Days of Christmas,
Mm,
there you go.
yeah, or any of those ones that have got 12 parts in the cell. But be
Mm,
careful. So some cells only have 9 or 10 parts, so it's got to have 12 parts. So
got to check.
my Hawk Run Hollow village will be perfect for that, and I need to work on it anyway. So wonderful. I'm to sign myself up to 1,000 stitches in 40 count. Okay. Jupiter's the biggest source of radio emissions in the sky. Its radio waves are received on Earth but are mostly below the audible level for humans. Stitch 1,000 stitches on a piece with a radio or something that makes a sound. Now,
Ah,
at first thought, you think that's hard.
no.
It's easy. Any
Birds.
animal, birds, animals, people.
Yep.
Yeah, that's really quite easy, so that's good.
Mm.
Jupiter's surface has stripes and swirls. 500 stitches on a piece with stripes or swirls.
Mm. Oh, I would do my Mirabilia, sorry, my Nora Corbett Christmas tree that's got all of the swirls in it because it's like the lollipop.
Yes, that is a really good one for
But
stripes or
I don't
swirl.
think I've got 2,000 stitches worth in it
Oh
like.
no, it's only 500. We're down to
Oh,
500
500?
now.
Oh, done. Yeah, easy.
Um, I'm thinking possibly long dog sampler. So I'm doing pointed fifth.
Oh, but look at those swirls in the top.
Well, there's swirls in the top and there's stripes, so it's got both covered.
Yeah, yeah.
So that might get a look in for 500 stitches.
Hmm.
Um, okay. Jupiter is a gas giant, mostly hydrogen and helium. 500 stitches on a piece with a giant or a balloon.
Oh, okay. So Long Dog Saga has a balloon in it.
There you go. You've got that sorted. Um, I definitely don't have any giants, and I don't feel that they mean like I think it would have to be obviously a giant, not just that this bit is bigger than something else.
Yeah, no, it would need to. They are quite strict.
It's not on my list for this month, but there are balloons, hot air balloons, up in the corner of A Stitch in Time.
Oh, what a great one. I know lots of people are stitching that.
Yes. Um, Jupiter was named after Roman king of gods. 500 pieces, stitches on a piece that relates to royalty.
Yeah, Saga again. I've also got some of the Mirabilias. So there would be Queen of the,
Yes.
yeah.
I'm going to be stretching it here a little bit,
Mhm.
but I need to work on this for Angel Lion and Lamb.
Oh,
For
lion.
exactly.
Okay.
The lion
Lion.
is the king of the jungle.
And
But I,
also, Latin name, I think, well, it's Rex.
yes. So
Mhm.
I'm going to be pushing it by working on him. But what's made me think of it at first was the angel with her halo looks like a tiara. But then I went, well, I've got the
Um,
lion, so I'll give both reasons, and um,
yeah,
but
yeah,
maybe that might work. 500 stitches on that. I mean, I've got to do 1,000 on it anyway, so
yeah. And if I wanted to, sorry, St. Andrews,
yes,
it is the Royal and Ancient Golf Club.
there you go.
There you go.
So lots of different things.
Hmm.
Oh, I could do. Hold on. You talked about 12 Days of Christmas before.
Yeah, yeah.
12 Days of Christmas has lords a leaping and ladies dancing, and lords and ladies are
No,
part of the royal court.
that's right. Love
You
it.
know, there we go. Okay. Jupiter puts out more heat than it receives from the sun.
Mhm.
500 stitches on a piece with something that radiates heat.
Candles, fire,
The
uh,
sun,
the sun.
even if he's sleeping.
Yeah,
Stars, do they radiate heat?
yeah.
Um,
What about a
yeah,
dragon? If it's
a
breathing
dragon.
fire.
Yeah, a fire breathing dragon.
Mhm.
There we go. Lots of things there. Okay. Jupiter has the shortest day of all the planets, only 9 hours and 55 minutes. Wow, there you go.
Wow.
500 stitches on a piece with something short. Well, I could easily finish off the lamb and the cub are both short.
Yep. A dwarf or a gnome or a pixie
Or a baby duck or a child next to
or
some
an
adults.
egg.
Like it's got to, I think you've got to sort of show the comparison of why it's short, but yeah.
Yes.
All right. And the last one, Ganymede, I'm sure I'm not saying that right. One of Jupiter's moons is the largest moon in the solar system. It was the most beautiful of mortals, and he was inducted by the gods to serve as Zeus's cupbearer in Olympus. Stitch 500 stitches on a piece with a cup.
Mm, I'm fairly sure. Yes. Yeah.
Coffee cup.
Yeah, there's people that are stitching on like the mugs and series of mugs and things like that.
Yes.
Wine glasses. So I think, would a Stitch in Time have goblets and things like
Yes,
that?
it does. Yes, it
Mm,
does. It has wine glasses, so there's lots of choices.
yeah. What else? Wonder what oh, here we go. I'm going to share a photo. Let me find us. Sorry, just switching around. Share screen. Teacup dragon. There's a cup.
Ah, yes, of course it does. All right. Well, that gets us covered. So that's all the ones we're going through in details. I'm just going to quickly share with you what's happening around the traps with a few other of the groups.
Yep.
Semisane Stitches are running their focus challenge. They're doing a summer start to finish sal, where you're going to start a piece and finish it. They've got this or that, brown or triangles, and continuing their 24 and 24. So nothing that's appealing to me in semi-sane this month, but that's just me.
Mhm.
There is also a new thing happening in Grace Note Stitches. It's Grace Note Fabrics has started up a channel of games, and she's been running games like all year, well, for a few months, where we've been collecting pets and things. And now it's looking like that's heading into a bit of an adventure game. So we're going to be like, it looks like we're opening up an animal welfare centre. So
Oh.
if you'd like to join in on that, check out Grace Note Stitches.
Is the
Um,
group available to join?
yeah, I think so.
Okay,
I think it's
lovely.
available.
Hmm.
Um, Now, the other one that we do talk about a little bit and go through just really quickly is Stitching by the Shore. She does her I Spy. So I'm not going to necessarily go through unless it jumps out of my head her I Spy things. You set your own goal, you find them in your whip, and you do it. Something found at a picnic. Well, my chopped chip cookies would be found at a picnic. Something that makes you grouchy. I don't know what I'd stitch that makes me grouchy, but there'd be something. Something starting with the letter J. A jumper, um, jeans. I'm thinking clothes.
Jackrabbit.
Jackrabbit, yes, jacaranda tree.
Yeah.
So that could be a hard one. Something that reminds you of your dad or father figure. In other words, something that reminds you of your dad. He loved gardening, he drove a car,
Yeah.
or if there's a male in there who's a father figure, pretty easy.
Yep.
Something found in a garden, so that's pretty simple. The project that is closest to a finish. Now, what project have you got? Hello, Murphy.
Oh, there's Murphy. My project that's closest to a finish would have to be my Nora Corbett tree.
Tree, which you're
Yep.
thinking about working on. I honestly don't know which one of mine's closest to the finish. There's a few that are underway, but nothing's particularly close. So I'll have to think about finding something that. Um, anyway, I'll work on one of them. All right, all the colours of the rainbow in one project. So a piece that you've got that has all the colours of the rainbow. Look, a stitch in time definitely does.
Yeah, and just as a reminder, the colors of the rainbow are red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, indigo, violet.
Violet, yes. So there we go. We can sing the whole song for them if they like.
I know. I just using mnemonics, people.
Yes, she's doing it the sensible way. I'm red and yellow and pink and green, purple and orange and blue. You can tell I work in a primary school these days.
Yeah.
Something that reminds you of summer. It could be a walk in the park, going to the beach, swimming.
Hmm.
I'd
A
probably,
green leafy tree,
yeah, I'm probably going to use my fishing in the fairy tale
camping.
town. Yep.
Yeah,
Something square, a window.
a window.
There you
Yep.
go.
Yep.
And you like this one. You can't possibly manage to do this one, Natalie. Something you'd see while playing golf. What the hell? St Andrews.
St.
What are the
Andrews.
chances?
What's this group I need to
You
join?
need to join this group. Stitching by the Shore.
Yes.
And Laura has an I Spy challenge every month. And you set your own goal and you just find the things, it's a bit like a scavenger hunt. Every month she has different prompts and you find it. So, yeah, you need to do that so you can have an excuse to work on St Andrews.
I know. Oh, there goes my June plans out the window.
That's what you get for doing the video with me.
I know.
Okay, and so that'll do us for today. I think there's probably lots of others out there, as we know there are, but that'll give you enough to give you an idea, people. So thank you so much for joining me, Miss Nina,
Thank you so much for having me.
and we will look forward to catching up with you guys somewhere during the month.
That's right.
Bye. Happy stitching.